I'm the Hooded Lid and welcome to my channel. I am so excited. Oh, but I have to fix this. I'll be right back. This just came, not 10 minutes ago. I had my foundation on and everything on because I knew it was coming and I didn't know when it was coming, and you know, I have light situations. I depend primarily on outdoor light. I have an umbrella light right here and a backlight behind me. This is what it looks like. This is Natasha Denona Love Palette. It's a limited edition and it is available online, and I think it's in stores on February 6th. I just saw a bad review. So I want to do a couple of swatches. I usually just dive right in, but I really don't know what I'm dealing with. So this is the first row. The first color is right here. It's a peach color, so it doesn't show up. But this is first column down. And I did see some people say that the mattes were kind of patchy, and they are. And here we have the second column down, and they are shimmer, shimmer, and matte. Now when you go online, it doesn't say what the creamy mattes are. It didn't say anything at all. For the Metropolis palette, I really had a problem with those cream to powders. They were just incredibly hard to manipulate, and I ended up returning it, even though I loved the colors so much. If a palette makes you cry, it has to go back, right? That makes sense. This is third column. And these three, the fourth column, this is a pink. I don't know if you can see it on my pale arm. And these are the last three colors in the last column. My arm is a little bit wet with the micellar water, so they're swatching actually really nice. Let's get into it. I'm thinking I'm going to do pink because I do love pinks. Purple I want to get to though. So what I'm going to try to do today is 2 looks so I can get this loaded on Friday. I don't like to do 2 looks in one day because my lids are actually sensitive. When I take off my eye makeup, they feel a little bit raw afterwards. And I'm not sure how long I'm going to have okay light, but let's do our best. I'm going to start with the very lightest color all over the lid. And I have concealer and powder on my lids from when I did my makeup several hours ago. I don't expect this to show up too much on me. A little bit. You can see a difference from lid to lid. This color for pushing back my hood. I'd read you the colors, you guys, but if you're new here, I'm blind as a bat, which is why I got the glasses, but I don't want to put them on. These are taking me a little bit longer to blend than I would prefer. Not horrible, but they're not like perfection. Like the mattes in the Lila palette. This one right here. I think this is called Soul. Darkening the outer edge. So far my impression is these aren't blending out as fabulously as, for instance, the mattes in the Lila palette did. But they're fine. There's nothing bad with them, and I am crepey. But that's kind of my test, you know, crepey lid approved. I will say that these 3 colors were designed to graduate very nicely. Graduate. I don't think graduate's the right word. Gradiate very nicely. Under the eye, I'm going to do a little bit of a haze, and I'm going to use this light pink, and I'm sure I'm going to darken it up, but I want to give it a try. I'm not even going to pinch it. In fact, I'm going to close my eyes and get both the lid and under the eyes, so it's really kind of an organic haze. Actually, that's pretty. The shadows are a little bit dusty, but it's nothing horrible. And whatever's left, I'm going to do a little blending, my transition and deepening of. Mostly the transitioning. Now, I guess we're going to have to choose something shiny. here are the shiny choices. I don't know if you can see that, but it looks to me the one in the middle is the one that really has more pinky tone. When it's reflexing from here in this mirror, this one looks pinky. I'm going to go with this one right here in the inner third, and it is showing up pink. I just want to play with this. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I want to play with it. I'll just deepen up the outer corner really gingerly. I am feeling very much like the box of sweethearts. Those candies that come out for Valentine's Day. You know, the little ones, they're shaped like hearts and they are 100% sugar and they have little sayings on them. That pink box with those different pink colors in it is reminiscent of what I feel like I'm getting here. I just saw a bad review within 10 minutes before I got this package, and I think these are actually working out fine. I'm going to bring that red color under the eye just a little bit. I hope just a little bit. Let me just knock this off. And now I'm going to haze that out and pull it down a little bit and just kind of make it a nice little haze around the outer edge. Kind of connect it a little bit. I think that might be it. I did this pretty fast, but I think it's actually kind of pretty. If I wanted to make this more dramatic, I think I'd take that red color and pull that out where I have the color Soul doing that here, so it's quite a bit softer. But if you wanted a red eye there, I think you could do it with that color. I'm just going to line my eyes and then I'll pull you in. All right, I did my brows, I did a little bit of lining, and I took this brush and just did a little, you know, pulling everything up a teeny bit and blending it together. I think these work lovely. I happen to love pinks. If you've been around, you know that. So I'm fine with the colors. And I have to say, I don't think I actually have, even though I have a lot of pinks, I don't have anything like this. I can't say I've gotten this pink eye before. I've gotten other pinks before, like the NARS Afterglow and the Too Faced Gingerbread Extra Spicy. Probably have some other things, but those tend to run from a little bit of a peachy undertone to a lot of peachy undertone, and I am not getting particularly peachy undertones with these. This looks like it might be, and this looks like it might be, but I think the undertone here is actually red. I don't think there's peach in here. This one could be a little bit corally, but that's interesting. Even though I have so many pinks, I don't think I have this. I'm going to pull you in so you can get a better idea. And here we have it. Eyes shut. I haven't even checked. I'm hoping everything's even, but I'm crepey. I did it fast. And this is a pretty fast eye. And I like it. And I'm surprised because I saw one review that was like, yeah, it's fine. And I think she only used a couple of shadows. And then I saw another review where she said she really wasn't impressed with the mattes. They didn't swatch well. She didn't seem to like the palette overall, but they seem to apply well. And on me, I think they applied fine. I mean, between you and me, the Too Faced mattes from the Gingerbread Extra Spicy are my favorite matte formulas right now. These are not similar to the mattes in Lila, but they're not incredibly dissimilar in their application. And thankfully, they're not the Metropolis. So of these pinks, there's nothing here that is cream to powder, which is what I have a problem with. In the purples, there are. So I have a feeling that she uses that formulation on the darker colors. So, regretfully, I'm going to have to take off this look, which I would be perfectly fine wearing for the rest of the day, and do the purple look, which scares me. I'll be back in a minute. All right, I'm back. I took off my makeup, not underneath because that would be a mess. And then I put on an actual primer, and I powdered pretty heavily with a puff, and then I used a brush to take everything that fell onto my lashes. So that's my prep. In the purples, really, I don't even know what to use to recede my hood because this is too dark, this is too dark, this is too dark. What would I recede my hood with? I guess it's going to be this one. Okay. This is picking up a little differently. This might be one of the cream to powders, but I will let you know. And it's not depositing incredibly well. Interesting. That might not be a bad thing, considering the position I'm putting it in. It does feel different than the others. I do think it is the cream. It's not dusty at all. I think one of the reasons I don't like those cream to powders is they don't blend well on crepey lids. I don't like them on crepey lids. This brush, which I use every day for this chore, is not working. MAC 217, I'm going to try that. It's a Sigma, actually. I don't know if you can see this, but it's just not really picking up all that much. So I'm just lifting my brow to get rid of the crepiness, and I'm just more like working it in, like patting it in, which I also don't like, because for the transition you want to buff it out. But it's working, it just takes work if you are crepey. Next eye. Alright, I got it to work, but it took a little bit, and the color is very pretty. I'm not afraid of it so much. I kind of want to blend it out a little bit with this pale pink. This one here, and the fluffy. Oh, probably the fluffy, no. Oop, mistake. I wanted to do it with this one because I just wanted to do the edges and not bring it all the way up to my brows. But it's fine, no problem. I think I'm going to stick with this brush to go in with the darker purple right here. I can't tell what formula this is. This might be the regular formula, and I'm just going to do the outer third, deepen it up kind of thing. I don't feel like I need to go into my crease with this because the color I'm using to recede my hood, i.e. my transition color, is pretty dark. It's applying very nicely. As you can see, I'm dabbing it on. I'm not windshield wiping. I'm kind of just pressing it on, but it's going where it should go, and no fallout. If I can get it to perform in my wrinkles, wow, wouldn't that be amazing? I'm just going to run it through the socket a little bit for kicks. That performed well. Now, this eye is much more difficult than this one. I have a fatty pad, I'm crepier, but I have to say, this is pretty. And the colors are kind of reminding me of the veining of an orchid. I'm a little surprised. Now, I know I should give this dark one a try. I'm going to line with it, but I'm here to tell you, because I'm so hooded, when I put a powder liner down here, it transfers up here within a matter of minutes, unless I wet it first and make it super, super thin. But I think I'd be doing you a disservice if I did that. For me, I want you to see how it applies and how it performs. Performs nicely. It's hard to tell on top of this purple, but when I got to the place where I don't have anything on my lid, it's fine. It's a pretty color too. I'm coming to some conclusions on this. The two choices for shimmers would be this one and this one. The silver is really amazing. I just have a feeling it's not going to really be amazing on me. But this is too dark. I want something light there, so I'm going to do the silver. I'm going with a flat brush because when I do my fingers, I tend to fat finger. It's pretty. I'm sure this would look different if you wet the brush or you used your fingers, but for me, this is pretty. I'm so surprised. I guess I've just been so disappointed with the Metropolis palette that, I don't know, I guess I was thinking I might be disappointed here, and I was 100% ready to return this. I'm going to pull you in. Here it is, eyes shut. I do feel like a blending is in order. See right here, I hate that. So I'm just going to go in small circular. And I wish that this wasn't so sharp, and that is a function of the formula. Okay, so this is what I have. Eyes closed, eyes open. I am not mad at it. I've already told you what my issues were with the application, but I managed to get it done, and it wasn't too difficult, and it didn't have me in tears. Always a plus. I think it might even be flattering for me. I can't tell. Let me know what you think. I'm liking this eye better than this eye, which is highly unusual. It's this new little wrinkle area, this cluster of wrinkles developing over here. They're making me nuts. I like it. I was fully prepared to say nope and go back to Sephora and return it tomorrow, but I like it. I do. And I'm going to go check it in another mirror and wear it and see if I can actually get used to purples again. If I can't, maybe I'll take it back, because the pinks I'm cool with. I don't have anything like those pinks. It's different than the pinks I have. And I'm looking forward to other ways to put these together. Sometimes she does them so that you can use a square together, and I might want to play around that way. And diagonals. I don't think diagonals will work on this because you might have too much shimmer, and verticals. So I'm definitely going to play around with this, but right now I'm not thinking it's going back. I'm thinking it might be staying. It's really, really pretty, I think. But you tell me what you think. I'm tired of saying the word think. I hope that this was informative for you. I hope it was helpful when you're making your decisions of if you want to purchase something or not, and I hope you come back again. In the meantime, I'm wishing you a great day. Bye.